Hi guys, my name is Bearfoot and welcome to my channel. Now, it is the talk of the Instagram town. It's changed its algorithm, that's affecting some hashtags, so I'm going to give you the do's and the don'ts of what you've got to change to stay on top of your game. I'm Bearfoot. Welcome to my channel, where I'll show you how to make visibility effortless. Okay, so hashtags. It's one of my most favourite things of all time. Like, I used to rock them out on Twitter, so naturally when I moved over to Instagram, I migrated them over there. I have a real kind of knack for finding good ones and making them really work for my business and the businesses of my clients. So when I heard that there was some hashtag changes going around, I knew I had to get involved, test them out, try some things and see what's going on. There's been a lot of articles and some of it's a bit mishmash, some of it's a bit confusing. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give you a very quick overview of the three major things that you really need to pay attention to, so that you are staying above the game on top of everybody else, which is, this is what we want, right? Now, ultimately, I think the reason some of these changes have come about is Instagram is desperately trying to get rid of all the spammers. So, although, and a lot of this is in the help center, which you kind of have to dive into and need to get like a massive dictionary to translate what they've said, but you can still use 30, but that's probably going to get flagged as spam. So, although previously, I'd have said definitely rock out all 30 if you can, making sure they're relevant for your business and all of that kind of good stuff. But now you need to kind of roll back on that. You need to be a little bit more strategic and specific about the ones that you're going to be using. So for me, I would say like max is 20. Don't go anywhere over that figure. And as I'm going to tell you in a little bit, there is a big reason why you're going to kind of run out. Because what they're also not liking at the moment is for those of you that are just going into that little notepad, copy and pasting the same hashtag bundle in every image. You've got to rotate them. This is the thing. So first thing I'm going to say to you is if you're maxing out on all 30, you need to stop doing that. You need to bring it down, half it if you can, but get very strategic with those hashtags. So that's the first point I need to bring in. If you're using the maximum amount of 30, roll that baby back and half it, kind of 20 tops, like tops. Okay, so the next thing is about rotating them. Now what it's not going to like you to do is pasting the same ones over and over again. To maximize on the old algorithm, you're going to need to rotate these round. So for a lot of people, and I've had so many messages about this, I think it's because people know that hashtags is my thing. So what you have to do is, the bundles say that you already have. So for people that I work with, I've always said you need a good size bundle, like a good size bundle. And I always sort of say aim for around the 60 to 100 mark. And I know that sounds massively extreme, but I've said to people it's a good idea to do that because you do need to rotate them every few weeks. And I've always said that. So now all they've done really is kind of, condense that down. But if you've done that, homework and you have this bundle of, I don't know, 50, 80 to 80, whatever it is, all you actually need to do is just chop those bundles up into smaller bundles and rotate them around. Because then you're not going to get caught out, you're not going to get caught short with this whole algorithm, thing that's going on. And the work that you've already done isn't redundant. It just means that actually you're going to be a little bit ahead of the game in that you already have this lovely big bundle that you just need to kind of chop up and have in smaller bundles. So maybe, if you have that notepad on your phone that you're going in, copy, paste, going into Instagram, break that up, set bundle 1, bundle 2, bundle 3, bundle 4, and have, different bundles of sort of 15 to 20 if that's what you want. Hashtags, so all the hard work that you've done isn't disappearing. It just means that you're maybe a little bit ahead of other people. Now I've read a bit about people saying that you should only use 5. Now I have read that, but I have been testing this with some of my alias accounts. I've also run it with some of my client accounts as well, and I haven't seen anything from an official kind of source. And again, Instagram hasn't released this officially. You have to go look in their help center and stuff like that, but this is what people have translated. But any of my really reliable sources haven't confirmed that you have to use 5. So what I've done is I have tested this to see whether this does work or not. And I have to say, if I've used 7 or 8 or 10, it hasn't hindered the post at all. So I don't think the whole thing of you can only use 5 hashtags now is a thing. I just don't think it is. Hey, someone's going to prove me wrong, then please do. But for now, you do need to not use the 30, as I've said. But I don't think that I haven't seen any harm with using sort of 15 in any of the stuff that I've done. My account, client accounts, different niches, I haven't seen any harm at all with that kind of thing. So hopefully that's cleared that little one up. Okay, now the final thing is that, and this little saga's been going on for a while. Do I put them in the caption? Do I put them in the comments? You know, where do I put them? And again, there's been a lot of chitter chatter about this, and what I will say is you don't need, if you're a business user, okay, you do need to start putting them in your caption, all right? Now, the reason for this is there is insights on your posts that will show you where your engagement is coming from. And this includes hashtags. So you can see what's coming from an explore page, what's coming from hashtags, what's coming from your profile, what's coming from other, okay? If you were to put your hashtags in your comments and not your caption, you'll get no insights there. So for me, this is why you need to start changing it up to move from hashtags in the comments up into the caption, so you are getting some insights on that. So you are, you know, as you're rotating these round, if you see one that has like massively outweighs another, then you know that the one, this one, the low one, needs to be rethought, and the one that you're using here, you need to look at that, evaluate that, and see if you can expand on that to create extra bundles. Does that make sense? So I think the whole moving the caption, moving your hashtags to the caption thing everyone is talking about is literally because of that. It's because if you put your hashtags in your comments, you are not going to get the insights as a business user on your posts, which, yeah, it's kind of crucial. Thanks so much for watching. As you know, I genuinely appreciate it. Let me know, what do you think? Are these changes going to affect you? How are you going to kind of change your hashtag game up? What is it that this new algorithm is bringing that you think is good, is bad? How's it going to affect you? Let me know in the comments. Give me a like if you like the video. Please do subscribe. Hit the funky bell thing. I'm here every Wednesday at 8, and I'll see you next week. Okay guys, so if you really need a hand with hashtags, how to get them working right for you, how to create your bundles, how to get them working so that you start to appear in those top post section, I've just revised my hashtag tutorial. This is going to teach you everything you need to know to not only rock your hashtags, but to get trending the very same day that you take the tutorial. Link is below, definitely grab that. I have so many cool people taking that and they love it, because literally within an hour they're messaging me back going, I can't believe it. I've just done, and I'm already, I know, it's that cool. Click the button.